Hi, I'm Raphael. Join me as we discuss to you the wonders of the ordinary. In today's episode, we will talk about one of the oldest tools of mankind. For millions of years, this tool has developed from the Stone Age up to this very day. Today, we will talk about the knife. The knife has been around for millions of years. We get to encounter this tool for different occasions. It's present in your kitchen, it's present in some of the movies that you watch, it's even present on your birthday as the cake knife. So now, we talk about how it has become in the years that has passed and how it may be in the years to come.
The knife has been around for millions of years, with different applications such as food preparation, combat, and shelter construction. It is used to slice food before and after cooking them. It is used to injure animals and people. It is used to kill others for sacrifice to the gods. It is used to chop the materials needed to make the shelters back then. It is a simple tool that has paved the way to create and destroy different things.
However, these sharp tools during the Stone Age are disposable. They're not sustainable, after which copper was used, but because of its scarcity, this was used only for small or precious objects. It was when fire was discovered and controlled that led to new things and changes in the lifestyle of people back then.
Fire has paved way for many things to them. It helped them see the darkness and feel warm at night. It helped them cook plants and animals, which after many years led to smaller jaws since they chew softer foods. It helped them clear the forest to plant crops, and of course, it also helped them in making tools, including knives. This remarkable discovery was a turning point in our ancient history, since it helped humankind find new ways of their survival.
The rapid development of copper metallurgy, which helped in the urbanization in Mesopotamia, led to the widespread use of copper in the Middle East, Mediterranean area, and eventually to the Neolithic societies.
The reason why it's called Bronze Age is that bronze is used for creation and development of their tools, and this includes the knife. The mixture of tin and copper eventually replaced all the stone tools that their ancestors used back then. However, it was a slow-paced development since people in their areas do not have tin and or copper.
The bronze knives easily corrode and get dull, so they had to look for another material that's more durable and maintainable. Thus, iron and eventually steel became the common material for creating knives.
Fun fact from me, the word knife came from the Norse word knife, which is used to describe a blade. Okay, anyway.
A knife back in the 15th century became a status symbol for people with wealth, since it is they who carry dual-use knives with them. Dual-use in the sense that it can be used to slice food and slay people. This eventually led to the use of knives in the dining table.
It was a symbol of wealth, power, honor, and sophistication back then. Actually, in Yemen today, a good knife, which they call the jambia, is a symbol of status in their knife. In other countries, people are going to tell you that you're rich by the clothes that you wear and by the jewels that you have. But in their country, if from a wealthy family, you possess a good-looking jambia.
Not only that the knife was used for its primary uses, but also it became a status symbol and a sacred object for some religions that originated in India, namely Sikhism and Buddhism.
The knife also can be an important religious object. The kirpan is a ceremonial sword that is worn by followers of Sikhism. It serves as a symbol for their constant struggle to combat evil and injustice and let the goodness of morality prevail. The purva, on the other hand, is an implement from Buddhism and symbolizes the activity and wrath of all the Buddhas. It embodies the mind, speech, and activity of all Buddhas.
And now for our weekly 5 fun facts, let's welcome Jelly Cruz. What's up?
Thank you, Raphael. Since we've been talking about this dangerous but very useful tool that's been around for millions of years, let me give you 5 fun facts about the knife. In the mid-1600s, Louis XIV banned pointed knives in the dinner table. During this period, people have been using sharp pointed knives in the dinner table, and they sometimes use it to stick the food inside their mouths. This has caused some of them to injure their mouths and throats, not to mention that it can slay other people and be used as a weapon. To prevent further occurrence of violence, King Louis XIV ordered to ban these knives on the table, which led to the creation of a table knife with blunt edges. The obsidian knives have been present since the Stone Age and are now being used in modern surgery. Obsidian is a type of volcanic glass that is used to create really sharp knives, many times sharper than the usual steel knife. In modern surgery, scalpels that are made of obsidian are used because its sharpness can cut through cells instead of tearing them, like the usual steel scalpel. There was a specific knife used to finish off seriously wounded knights. It's called the Misericordi. The Misericordi was used to bring the death stroke to knights who had little chances of surviving during the war because of their injuries. It was a long, pointed knife that can strike through the gaps between armor plate. This tool got its name from Misericordia, which means act of mercy. The world's most expensive knife was sold at $2.1 million. This knife was called the Gem of the Orient. This was created by Buster Wawrinski from Nevada, USA, and it took no less than 10 years to make this stunning knife. It was adorned with 153 emeralds, 9 diamonds, and a stunning handle made of jade with gold filigree. It was sold at an auction for $2.1 million. There was a weapon in the 1900s that was a combination of the knife, the revolver, and brass knuckles. It is called the Apache revolver, which was created in the 1800s by Louis Dahl. 3 weapons were combined to create this odd but dangerous weapon. French gangsters used this weapon for close-range attacks. And that's it for our 5 fun facts today. This is Jelly Cruz, and I hope to see you in our next episode.
Thank you for that, Jelly. Let's continue the discussion, shall we? Knives preceded sword making. Something as simple as this sharp tool opened the door to creating massive weaponry. More intricate weapons with sharp edges were created for the armies of civilizations.
The axe, it's from a knife. The sword, it's from a knife. Machete, bolo, even the spear came from a knife. They were developed to serve special purposes, but we can all draw them back to the creation of the knife. It's really amazing how this tool from the Stone Age led to the creation of other devices made specially for combat.
The knife was developed for different purposes in the kitchen. In Japan, they have the usuba, deba, yanagiba, which are traditional Japanese knives used for sushi. Of course, here in the Philippines, we have the bolo knife.
Here in the Philippines, we have the bolo knife, which is a large cutting tool that looks similar to the machete. The main use of this tool is clear the land for their crops from jungle plants. It is also used as a weapon for martial arts such as Burmese, Eskrima, and Kali. It also became symbolic for the Filipinos' resistance against the colonizers.
People in China used to have this ancient spoon that have pointy ends. Even before Samuel Francis in 1874 invented the spoon, somehow they had been existing already, way back then by the Chinese.
The knife, as we all know, has been around for millions of years. From the Stone Age up to this very day, we have witnessed through this episode its evolution and societal implications that came with it. And it may be just an ordinary object for most of us, but its rich history and numerous uses could be the reason of why it is one of the most useful tools of all time.
Since its invention during the Stone Age, the knife has been and will be one of the most useful tools that humankind can use.
And that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for staying with us all throughout. Join me again next time as we all together discover the wonders of the ordinary.